It's in a bodega.
AC2. Me and Stav are doing the Anthony Cumia show next week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which, by the way, seems like an error on, like
booking?
No, like, political season to be on the Anthony Cumia show.
Are they like Trump?
Oh, boy.
Oh yeah,
are they
dude.
Trump?
Oh
so,
yeah.
You know, and like just last week was like, you know, at that shooting at that nightclub in Florida. As soon as it happened, he's on fucking Twitter.
The teen club.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's on social media and he tweeted, "I guess Black lives don't matter," with like the Black Lives Matter emoji, and it's like,
oh my god,
what do you stand to gain in this?
Exactly. What is the point? You're just happy that black children are dead. You're happy that black teens are dead.
Somebody was showing me when that guy drove that truck through
in
France.
Yeah.
When Truck Boys happened.
That could have been
movie.
us.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
That
it was
could have been
probably
us
a
as
production
Truck Boys.
assistant that was like,
I'm
sorry, I just don't know how to drive this truck.
He picked a truck up at CC
Yeah,
Rentals.
my
in
uncle
Midtown.
got me this job. I don't know what I'm doing.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude.
Stop's fighting with a cat right now.
This guy's really trying to get after my sub. And
Yeah,
I ain't
it's
having
fucking annoying. It doesn't respect the rules of broadcasting.
It doesn't know that this is an alpha male podcast and we don't stand for that kind of shit.
What were you saying about Nice?
Oh, yeah. Well, I forget. I'm sorry. Something about when that happened, somebody said something or something. And
Was it funny?
Nice, man.
no, it wasn't going to be funny. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, was he beefing with an Asian actress? Who's that sexy Chinese lady who was in
Lucy Liu.
No.
Sandra Oh? That's to both of them.
It
so
was
it's one of those
her
two.
name is Bai Lin or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, from Crouching Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's feuding with her?
She
with
she
the
got
wires?
She got cut out of the movie or some shit like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was in it. She was like hunting fucking, I don't fucking know, boba or some shit. I don't know, dude. I was beating off to her once, and that came up in a search.
Yeah.
I was like,
Did you see they made that Ghost in the Shell movie and like Scarlett Johansson? They cast Scarlett Johansson. And all these idiots on Twitter are like, here's who you could have cast instead. That's actually Asian. Ba Bing Lao, Lin Zhao Zhuja, and it's like, who the fuck any of these people are? Yeah, it's like, I know who Scarlett Johansson is. Maybe I'll go see this stupid fucking anime movie if she's in it. I don't know who. Oh, Ching Chang Sally. It's like,
Ching Chang Sally.
Yeah, she was on a TV show in Korea in 1992, so she should be the star of this blockbuster movie. Yeah, that one's gonna get me in trouble.
Yeah, we should just send that directly to your girl, Sadie.
Yeah, Sadie should find out about that.
You need to apologize to Sadie about being racist to Asian people.
Well, you know, I feel like Sadie could come around. You know, Doyle's Irish. She's got the evil in her, you know? She has the potential to be as racist as the rest of us.
Listen, they came over on those boats and they saw those signs that said they need not apply.
Yeah.
And it made them
thought
angry.
they thought that meant to life. And so they just all became scumbag pieces of shit.
Did you see that thing the Red Cross did? They released that, like, Red Cross got in trouble this week because they put like a pool safety, just some fucking pool safety poster that they like tweeted out, and it's a picture of a pool with like things you should do in the pool versus things you shouldn't do in the pool. So it's like someone running and it's pointing at the kid running and it says not cool, and then it's like a guy holding his baby and it says cool. But every one of the not cool ones is a black person.
Oh my god.
Is it a real picture? Or is it like
No, it's a
brown
cartoon. Yeah.
That's
It would be great
so
if it was
awesome.
just, because then you couldn't complain if it was just a photograph someone happened to take of a pool,
Right.
and all the black people happen to be breaking all the rules. You can't help that. That's not the Red Cross's fault.
the cartoons were all brown.
It's the white guys who weren't breaking any of the rules. And you know what's funny is like,
Shackleford, man.
Hell yeah.
so all these people are mad at the Red Cross. There is absolutely no way in hell that was on purpose.
Right.
No way. There's no way at
it's
all.
tone deaf,
Yeah.
yeah.
But what's so funny
So
is
funny.
that they were like, they probably did one draft and they're like, put more black people in there so people don't get mad about us for like not being, diverse enough. and then that backfired.
Yeah. Imagine if it was some guy who was like, "This is how I get him. This is how we set him back."
Finally.
This is his last day.
Their favorite place, the pool. That's where.
This is like when that guy tweeted that picture. The United Airlines account tweeted that picture of the woman with the toy plane in her pussy.
With the plane. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That's incredible.
That's the best way to quit your job.
I love the auto fucking when someone has their shit set up for auto retweets and it's just like the Beatles fucking suck dick, and then the Beatles thing will just retweet it. It's the best shit on earth.
Yeah,
I love seeing that shit.
Corporate Twitter accounts are still figuring it out.
Remember that? What was the makeup account? There's some makeup company. When the Aurora shooting happened in Colorado, and they were like, "Aurora's trending. That must be our new Aurora makeup line."
Oh my god!
Yeah. And then the makeup they tweeted. Guess what, guys? It was the Joker makeup. They tweeted the Joker makeup.
They tweeted out a tutorial of how to do your own Joker makeup.
Oh, that's incredible.
Fuck.
Dude, I'm in Midtown. I see a lot of like young Indian kids, and they're just like they act black, like they drop the
They,
N-bomb.
they
to
do
shove,
it.
though.
They act black in the way
They drop the N-bomb.
They act
Push
black
comes
in
to
the way
shove,
the
they're
white
going white.
guys act black. See, we don't have wiggers anymore. Indians stole that from us, so they're
They
like
culturally
Asians
appropriated
stole that
our
from
cultural
no,
appropriation.
because the Indians, because they're all their families are like affluent. All their families are like doctors that make millions of fucking dollars. So they're rich kids. All the
Every
Indians
single Indian.
are rich kids. No, pretty much, dude. Like the average income for like an Indian family in America is like $100,000.
Nice.
That's the average.
But
Get
yeah.
it?
But no, they stole wiggerdom from it because there aren't anymore. They don't have them.
There's
Dundalk.
dude. I don't know, man. I think you got to go.
No,
you gotta,
that's just
you gotta
like
go
a
to the
clothing
strongholds.
style. Yeah,
Dude, I'll tell you this: Northern California, like Podunk, Northern California,
yeah.
like some good Colorado trash.
But I mean, like a guy that's like, nah, I'm saying, nah, I mean, like one of
Yeah,
those.
yeah,
those
yeah.
guys are still.
Very few. But
No,
you
but
can
you're
find
right though.
them.
As a culturally though,
Culturally,
there's
it's
way
gone.
more
Yeah.
like Indian dudes doing that right now, and just Indian people in general. South Asian, I would say.
There was a kid that I remember from middle school that would walk around with like a very affected pimp limb, like that from class to class.
There was a terrifying white
And people
kid
were
in
like,
my-
"That's just how he is. That's his thing."
There was a
and it's
kid
like
I
I
don't-
guarantee you, he's not doing that now at whatever bank he works at.
I don't even want to say this guy's full name because he was legitimately terrifying.
Yeah.
His name was Andy, and he used to wear, I don't want to say his full name, he wore Afro sheen in his hair. That's how big of a wigger he was.
Yeah.
Straight up. He'd be like, what's up, dog? But he was also a live wire.
Yeah.
That's why when Chappelle put out Killing Him Softly and he did that joke,
Yeah, the
about,
joke
let me tell you
about
about
the-
the most dangerous motherfucker in them groups,
Mm-hmm.
immediately I thought of Andy. I was like, yeah, I know who that is, and that he's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, Spider, we were talking about Spider. That's how it all got started.
yeah.
Yeah.
One night, me and my friend Mike and Byron are sitting on Mike's driveway, right? And we're just hanging out. Suburbs, upper middle class neighborhood,
Right.
middle class to upper middle class neighborhood. Straight up suburbs. And we're sitting there, and this fucking Cadillac just comes rolling down and takes a hard corner. And Byron goes, I think that's Spider's Cadillac. And I was like, yeah, but where's Spider going? He was going up the street towards our friend Joel's house. All of a sudden, the Cadillac just fucking turns around, flips a bitch, and starts driving towards us. And we're like, well, this is kind of getting weird.
Right.
Fucking across the street, over the street, up the driveway. We're like, ah! We just take off, go around the side of the house to Mike's house, jump the fence, get into his house, and shut the sliding glass door and lock it. And fucking Spider and Andy are just at the door, fucking beating on it. And we're like, ah! And then
Wait, why were you afraid of them?
because they were going to kick the shit out of us.
For what? What did you do?
I don't know.
Just
They
for
just started
fun?
running at us, dude.
Oh,
They just
shit.
broke out at us. We were going to stand there and be like, let's figure out what's going on.
Right.
These
Yeah.
two dangerous dudes. And they chased, obviously they were going to try to fuck us up.
Holy
They chased
shit.
us in the backyard. Dude, it was so crazy because it was one of the things where I ran in the house being like, yeah, we didn't have to do that. And I looked and I was like, ah! They were there. Like, ah!
there was like this guy that was like a wig that I remember when I was a teenager.
A wig.
Yeah. Because that's you get to say that word. So
Yeah.
I want to fucking.
You're really gonna get your money's worth out of it.
Yeah, definitely. So no, but he's one of the and he's like a dumb guy that had like a great line.
Yeah.
And it's still one of the funniest things I've ever heard. We're like sitting around like a table,
and some like these two girls were talking about like IQs or whatever, and one of them was like, "Well, my IQ is 120, so that's like really smart," and the other one's like, "Oh, really? Because mine's 121." You know, and they're like doing that back and forth. And this kid who's, you know, white bandana, white fitted cap, you know, like big white T-shirt, where they dress like black guys, but then the clothes all have to be white. Like they have like the white Air Force Ones.
So it makes them all look super pale.
Yeah. Well, they have to match their skin tone. They just do like a fucking, you know, like where they take like Sub-Zero and make him Scorpion.
Yeah.
So they look like a black guy, like they just changed. They do that, where it's like the alternate outfit.
Yeah. Where you were like, oh, dude, check this out. This guy's got a white guy filter. Oh!
Yeah. Yeah, so he's sitting there.
Light
at the
blue
table.
too. They like a lot of light blues.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Carolina blue, baby. Tar Heels.
He's sitting there at the chair, like as completely slouched as possible, with
Yeah.
his like pants basically pulled down to his ankles, like he's fucking, you know, just as relaxed as possible. And they're talking about IQs, and he goes, "Man, I ain't even gonna bring my IQ up, cause you wouldn't, man, y'all wouldn't even believe me if I told you." And I was like, "What's your IQ?" And he goes, and he's like, 472.
What a dipshit.
Dead serious.
What a dipshit.
472.
What a dipshit.
I was like hyperventilating. I think because they delivered it in a way where it was like the funniest fucking.
Was he trying to be funny or was he trying
No, he was dead serious.
Oh yeah, all those dudes.
He was dead serious.
All those dudes thought they were so smart.
Yeah, no, he was going to. I remember he was always like, "I work for BMW, man. I make 6 figures. I work for BMW," and he was like a detailer at like a BMW dealership.
Dude, that's so funny. I totally forgot about those kids that would brag about adult stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
There was this white girl who was a wigger, and she reached out to me on Facebook.
Nice.
Because she saw
Recently?
me. Yeah, she saw me on Showtime. And so she was like, "Oh my God, you doing things." And I was like, "You're in your 30s.
Yeah.
You're still doing this? You're in your 30s." She was like hot. I'll show you a picture of her. She was hot, but she would just fuck with like thugs. Like hardcore thugs.
Right.
And she, we were in math class, and it's so funny you bring that up, people just straight lying. 'Cause she go, "Yeah, my dad owns Bally's." And I was like, "What?"
Did the company go out of business?
Yeah. But this was back when they were like kind of the hot
They
thing.
kind of were
like,
the hot gym for their.
She goes, "Yeah, my dad be owning Bally's." I was like, "Why do you live in Aurora?" And she was like, "Because my mom's from here. My dad wants me to like grow up like my mom." It's just like dumb shit like that.
Yeah, always a lie, always a bullshit.
Yeah, we were at Chelsea Piers. We talked about that. We want to do a show. It's about New York rich girls. Right? One of them saying, "I'm Chelsea Piers and I'm rich, and I just love shopping and having sex." And then her friend is Madison Square Garden, and then they have a Korean friend, Kim Park Slope. But she just looks Korean. She's like, "I'm a real New Yorker, just like the rest of them." She has like a normal voice.
Right.
But she's Korean.
That's always funny when you're in Chinatown and you see like a Chinese cop in Chinatown.
Yeah.
And then they just talk. They're like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?"
Well, no, there's a lot of old school Chinese Chinatown guys that are like, "Hey, who's this guy over here?"
Yeah.
And they're like wearing like a fishing vest and aviators. And they're still Chinese as shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to play mahjong this afternoon. You know, a place where a fella could hang out. You know what I mean? Hey, how you doing? But they still fuck up the LRs.
You want to get to Williamsburg, you take the R train.
This plane's 40 minutes late. What the hell is going on with this plane?
Do you remember when you, me, and Jake were laughing about a girl using having the LR problem using Tinder?
I was trying to do that as a bit. That
Swipe
wasn't me and Jake. I was trying to do that as a bit on stage, but it's too racist. It's like I kept matching with Chinese girls on Tinder. And it was like, I was joking, it was because she was using like the
Siri
speech commands. And she's like, "Swipe left."
It says swiping right.
Swiping right. No, swipe left.
That's so stupid and racist.
Yeah, man, I had so much fun just saying racist shit in Chinatown when I lived there. And I would just walk around laughing at those people all day long.
And now you live in Bed-Stuy, and
Yeah.
if you say a racist thing, someone throws a fucking garbage can through the front window of your pizza store,
They
right?
ruin your pizza restaurant. They take all the pictures of Italian guys off the walls.
I want to talk about. I've maybe mentioned it to a couple of people, but you guys, are you familiar with black nerds?
Oh,
Because
fuck yes, dude.
a lot of people don't know that they think black nerd. They're like, oh, you mean Urkel? And it's like, no, Steve Urkel was a black guy playing a white nerd. That wasn't actually a black nerd. There's no black nerd that's actually like that. Black
Urkel was a blackface?
Steve Urkel was a black guy playing a white nerd. And then a real black nerd is more like Stefan. Is what Jaleel
Stefan.
White thought was cool. It's like he's like, I'm actually the cool Urkel. I like Street Fighter and Dragon Ball Z. I don't wear glasses. I got contacts. Check out my leather jacket that I wear in the middle of the summer. That's like a black nerd.
No, black nerds, dude. That's an annoying thing.
Black nerds are like katana type
Yeah,
kids.
they
right?
love
Yes,
Asian.
dude.
They're all Ghost Dog Way of the Samurai.
They love
There was a kid.
DBZ. They love Avatar: Last Airbender.
There was a kid in my
Naruto.
in Baltimore Polytechnic Institute, baby. Fucking engineers, bitch. The Polycrackers.
Baltimore Polyamorous High School.
Baltimore Poly. We all just fucking fucked each other. It was a lot of fluid bonding. There was a kid who, when he got mad at the teachers, would pretend he was going Super Saiyan. He would be like, like, it was like, all right, Jimmy, get the fuck out of here, man. This is just fucking. And there was also another black nerd who, he was very gay. He was a black theater nerd, actually.
Those are the best. I had
He
a
also knew
close
karate.
friend in high school that was a black gay theater.
Black
nerd.
gay theater nerd,
Yeah.
knew karate. This is, Baltimore. And he would just, like, people tried to bully him for being gay, and one time he straight up roundhouse kicked, like, a thug kid in the hallway. It was and then just did, like, a Z-snap. It was fucking incredible. And he was notorious for blowing, like, straight kids in the fucking upstairs. He was the equipment manager, so he had the keys to the closet, and he would just blow kids all the time.
that was the guy I worked with. He was like a black nerd, incredibly jacked. I had to like change with him. They're like, all the guys change over here, and everybody else is in shape. I'm like, can I just change with the women? Shouldn't it be like a shitty body room? But he's jacked. He's wearing a wife beater that looks like a Gold's Gym wife beater, but it says Goku's Gym. It's got like a drawing of Goku in the middle where the guy would be lifting the weights. And at one point he looks at me and the other girl and he goes, have either of you ever had the pleasure of watching Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, but no, he would have definitely fucked me up if I even, remotely laughed at any of the things he said, which were all great.
Speaking of stealing shit from Black Twitter, did you see the Good Morning America thing?
No.
Oh, it was awesome.
Oh God! So yeah, Good Morning America. I feel so dumb doing topical.
Why? Just
stuff.
do it.
Well, because it's, you know what this is going to be? I'm going to describe it, and then I'm going to go, isn't that fucking stupid? And then we're going to go, yeah, that was stupid.
Well, we're here, baby.
Yeah. No,
Well,
Good Morning
yeah, we're
America,
in
like,
too deep.
tweeted something like, which meme is the most meme fucking something? I don't know.
Right.
And then they included,
Dap Boy?
And it was like, is crying LeBron the next big meme?
Yeah, that was it. Is
Yeah.
crying
The
Le-
next big meme.
Watch,
Yeah.
but listen.
Well,
yeah,
then is that the next crying Jordan? Lizard T hashtag Lizard T,
T
which is
lizard, I
the
think,
T
yeah.
lizard is the Kermit the
It's
Frog thing.
Kermit, yeah.
Yeah, and then smocking that mask thing, which I don't even know what that is. I haven't seen that one before. And then some other fucking thing, I don't know. And then somebody wrote, oh fuck, was it? Good Morning America erases or something about stealing the comedic excellence of Black Twitter by not acknowledging the Black Twitter roots of a picture of Kermit the Frog. I mean, come on.
Well, they invented rock and roll, and they invented Kermit sipping a Lipton's tea.
That's none of my business, though, you guys.
If that's what cultural appropriation is at this point, then
I think it is.
what's just stealing a picture?
Stealing
is
an
Good
already
Morning
stolen
America
picture.
tweeting a meme that Black Twitter invented?
Also, did Good Morning America they got the memes wrong, right?
No, they got them right.
Tea
It's
lizard.
actually more you know, it's cool that they said T-lizard.
T-lizard is Sobe. Do you remember that brand? It was like a lizard themed tea.
I used to drink their energy drink.
Hell yeah, dude.
I used to get like crates, not
So be
crates,
yourself.
but like from Safeway they had, or like Shoppers Food Warehouse they had like the wholesale size of the Sobe Adrenaline.
Soviet adrenaline.
Yeah.
What a fucking loser.
Yeah, no, that was
Ride
good
the
shit.
lizard, man.
Yeah, I was thinking about, remember that show on TV One that I showed you?
Black Men Exposed.
Black Men Revealed.
Revealed.
It might be the best show. Of all time.
Black Men Revealed.
It's gold. Yeah.
It's one of the best things I've ever seen. Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know. I was like in San Diego at my like cousin's house, and they got this channel TV One. It was just
It's like
on.
public
And it's like,
access,
it's basically public
It's
access.
not public access. Isn't that like the Black Channel? It's like a new Black Channel.
I don't know, man, but it's like round table format, and it's like 4 or 5 middle-aged black guys.
You can get it on YouTube. too.
You can find it on YouTube.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then they just, you know, it's basically a podcast. But then they got a coffee table that sometimes has dominoes on it, which is it's great. And like the one episode I saw, they're always talking about women or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Like
Like Steve Harvey level wisdom.
no,
of
there's like
women.
one where they're like, I don't need some black bitch.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, they just fucking berate black women. And
Well, no, like half of them date white women, the other half don't date white
hell
women.
yeah.
It's like a debate, open forum debate
well,
show.
there was one episode where they were talking about pussy hair, and this one guy, he's got his fingers tented. He's got like tight braids and his fingers tented, and he's sitting there and he's like, see, I prefer a woman to be au natural, as they call it, you know. And as soon as he says that, right underneath him, like, you know, like the lower third or whatever, it pops up and it says Alonzo, teacher.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Fuck. Has being gay ever come up on that show?
I don't know. I mean, I've only seen like 2 or 3 episodes.
I'm sure it has.
I'm sure it has, and I'm sure they're very, very.
You know what probably has? The DL. That's like a big issue.
brothers on the DL spreading AIDS in the community.
Whoa, dude.
Well, let's talk about that on our White Men podcast.
I mean, we're
doing that right now.
Yeah, we already
This is the White Men
crossed
podcast.
over into
Yeah, I don't know.
saying soft A N-word territory.
How am I the racist one? How have you turned on me now?
That'd be terrible. Yeah, no, my ball cancer turned. Well, not ball cancer.
Was a bumble clot?
Yeah, it was a I don't know, some kind of cyst or whatever. I had to go to a Chinese urologist, Dr. Louis, who had 1 star on Yelp.
Why you did it on purpose?
No,
You
man.
did it on purpose.
No, it's because
That's
I had to get.
bulldog.
I was automatically assigned to primary care physician in Chinatown, and then so like any kind of
China.
referral I get is going to be from.
Yeah.
No, you
like,
can change that shit. You
I
can
could,
change-
yeah. Well, I got to re-up now. I got to go see a specialist.
Gotta get some Medicaid?
Yeah. I got to my year.
Yeah, I have just a fucking pain in like right by my like under my hip, between my hip and dick.
What's that all about?
I don't-
That's
You
probably
my doctor now?
testicular cancer.
You think so?
I mean, I didn't have a pain. I had a lump, and I had to go check it out. It's gone now. It just went away on its own.
Yeah.
Did he jerk it off?
No,
he,
well, it was
he
funny.
sucked it out.
He jerked it out?
Well, yeah. What's funny is,
Bing! Just something shoots out of your dick after he jerks you off.
yeah. No, I mean, they play with your balls and dick. I mean, it's not like you'd be like, "What? Would you jerk you off?" It's like kind of, yeah.
You got rectal?
Yeah, it's a
You
urology.
got rectal before?
Yeah, he did. He did that. And you know what the worst part about
I had
a proctology exam is you think it's the finger in your ass. It's not. The worst part is when you're walking home and they didn't clean all the lube out and you're leaking fluid out of your ass into your pants. And anytime you sit down, you can feel it. And that's like the morning after scene in American History X when they're all laughing at him in the cafeteria. That's how I felt, in Starbucks after I got a finger in my ass by the Chinese guy. And by the way, he had this bucket full of Magnum condoms in his office.
What?
Yeah, and it's like,
Nope.
what are you?
You're going to say something.
I'm going to say something racist.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
you know
hear
where
it.
I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Let's hear
easy.
It does. We've got plenty of racist stuff to cover, so
That's true.
we're not worried about time on this.
Really?
And I
Let's
drank
talk
a bunch
about
of-
the Pokemon
Oh yeah, I guess we
Let's
should
talk
talk
about that.
Anytime someone asks me about or says I'm on a group text with some friends and they keep talking about Pokemon, I'm like, guys, I'm just focusing on Black Lives Matters right now. So I don't really have.
But no, did you read about the Holocaust Museum?
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good.
And people are going in to
There's-
catch Pokemon.
There's nothing but Meowths there. Just with the gold.
Oh,
I mean, doesn't like
kind
Nintendo?
of halfway get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, when the Pulitzer, that thing is
gold
good.
coins.
Good reference.
Was that a mouse reference?
No.
I don't
Meowth.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
I thought it was.
No. Meowth is the Pokemon who hoards gold coins.
Oh, I
thought you meant the
thought it was a
Holocaust.
reference to Mouse,
Oh. Yeah.
the famous graphic
You know, it's funny.
novel.
There's like
I thought he was making a literary.
Yeah.
No. Although I did have to read that in high school.
they've released like 50 new Pokemon a year since like 1995. So there's probably a fucking Pokemon now that's like the Auschwitz victim because they ran out of shit. Some of them got like
you
really
run
crazy.
out of like shapes and things
Yeah.
to do. After a while, I wonder if they just start accidentally like inventing actual animals that exist in like Australia. And, like,
Yeah.
that's already
Well,
a
one of
thing.
them. I mean, they did that with like the first round of them because one of them is just a fucking cat.
Yeah.
You know, or like a rat. But there's one that's just like a
Rat-a-tat.
set of keys.
Really?
Yeah, they like ran out of like Pokemon. There's one of them that's
So
just
bottom
like
of
a
the
keychain
barrel.
with fucking
That's
keys.
so
Yeah.
phoning it in. I respect whoever did that.
Yeah. No,
My
apparently-
friend's mom named the Pokemon.
We talked about this too.
Did we?
I think so.
No, I think we
Yeah, we
talked
did.
about it on the episode.
Oh, we talked
that we
about the one that we
disposed
deleted.
of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The lost episode.
The lost ep.
Which, in comparison now, looks like it would have been fine.
I think our standards
It
at that
could've
point
set a
were
bar.
so much
They've
higher.
gotten- yeah, we were like, we didn't do any jokes. At one point, Adam didn't know what was going on, so we have to delete that one.
we should release it, see what happens sometime.
Yeah. No, we talked about that.
We're gonna release it as
For
a
Stavi's-
premium,
No, I
premium
deleted
For
it.
episode.
Stavi's Golden Angels.
$100,000.
If you donate $100,000, you can be one of Stavi's Golden Angels, and you get a DVD rip of that episode.
And a pair of underpants that Sav wore on a very hot day in New York.
I literally will do that if you donate $3. The
You
cost
also
of the
get
underwear.
a secret recording of me using all of the slurs, both Dog the Bounty Hunter and Hulk Hogan
Hulk
used.
Hogan,
In
yeah.
case you ever want to blackmail me, you have that. It's the special blackmail package.
So yeah, donate.
But there's one I remember. I know there's one Pokemon that's it's just like a woman in blackface.
yeah. But it
Yeah,
also
oh,
like
no, I heard about that, and I think that the name in Japanese is like
It's racist. I'm sure it's racist.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the N-word 5 times, or whatever the character for the N-word is.
fuck. What was that one called?
Jinx.
It was something like
it was Jinx. Yeah, 'cause
you're right.
I posted it on Twitter the other day. See, the problem is like I want to talk about Pokemon Go, but I've already like did all the jokes I could do
whatever. Dude.
online.
People like to hear it out of your
Yeah.
dick.
They want to
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
me
yeah.
say the
They
tweets.
do.
I-
Yeah, they
it's
literally.
really good.
It's got to be.
Literally
It's
do.
got to be spontaneous.
just-
go through the
I
Nick
just
Mullen
want-
deal.
You know what? And it's maybe I'm being a little bit unfair to Italians, but in an age where you're not really allowed to be racist anymore, you can still be racist towards Italians.
Oh, anything you say. I can't stand when Italians like, hey, whoa, come on, man. I'm Italian. It's like, no, fuck, get the fuck out of here.
Well, the reason it's like they'll never be able to stop that is because, you know, with other minority groups, you know, like people, I remember when I was like a teenager, like it's being racist towards black people has just never really been okay.
right.
That one's
Well,
always been off.
You could be really
Oh.
racist for the beginning of this country, but after that,
No, I mean in the last, like, since I've been alive.
oh,
That one's always been
in
off
in
limits.
Greektown, Baltimore, Maryland, it's
Oh, okay.
it's always been very. I think in most in half of the communities in America, it's been okay. But I know what you're saying though.
Well, I'm saying that I remember being like 12, and I remember thinking like, it's weird that you're like, you know, it's like really messed up if you said something like if you used a racial slur towards a black person, but I can spend all day being like, yeah, Chinese guys got tiny dicks, and it's just funny, and they laugh at it, and I say it to their faces, and they smile,
Dude.
and they, you know,
Yeah.
And
they
it's like-
smile. And they
yeah, right,
Play
you know,
play
but
chopsticks.
so what
on the
happened
piano.
was eventually Asian people got angry, and you know with Suey Park and all, you know,
That was hilarious,
Arthur
yeah.
Chu, who that does, you know, to be fair, have a very tiny dick. So I don't know.
That is true. We don't want to. We don't want
I
to
don't wanna-
slander him. He does have.
a really
micro
tiny.
Penis.
He has an extremely small dick. So for legal purposes, we're not going
We
to.
have to say that.
But just
We
a
have to say
disclaimer.
legally, Arthur Chu has a very, very small dick.
Microscopic.
You
It's
can't
like a
see it.
match head. It's just a little red match head dick.
It's the same color as
That's
every
how he
match head.
fucks. He strikes it.
He has to rub it against some pubic
it makes
hair.
a little little pop noise. I've finished. I've finished sex. But it's racist.
Yeah.
But they got angry, and that's why people don't make Asian jokes anymore. They cancel Colbert shit. As misguided as it was, that shit wound up
You think it
working.
worked?
I think it did. But why Italians will never be able to do that is because they're already angry.
There's no.
There's
next
no.
level.
Yeah, they can't get angrier. They're like the Hulk.
They could do like the Sopranos.
They're
episode.
the Hulk in the sense that they like to wear shitty purple clothes.
Dude, talking about, I have an anecdote about my not knowing that you can't be racist because I grew up around a bunch of fucking animal Greek people who fucking just were the worst people on earth. Like I remember a life lesson one of my friends' dads taught me.
Well, the Greeks are just Italians without any industry.
Right, but like we've been really coasting on democracy for forever.
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
that's what we got. But like this fucking guy, who's a piece of shit. His name is Haralambos. Haralambopoulos, which is such a fucking stupid name. He's just one of the worst people I've ever met in my fucking life. Like a lesson he gave his son was the worst thing a man can be. Number one, a gambler. Number two, a faggot. And I was like, that's like at his son's 16th birthday party. Lessons he's just telling all his male friends,